Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. My name's Jennifer, and today I'm going to show you how to turn an acrylic blank into a Christmas tree ornament. I have a previous video where I show you how I apply the glitter, lay the vinyl, and everything like that for that Santa ornament. So if you want to learn how to do that, check that out first. Let's go ahead and get started. So I have all of my beads, my blanks, and everything like that all separated for each ornament. I'm going to take my elastic string, which I'm going to have linked in my description box below. It's from Amazon, and I'm threading one side through. Now I'm just going to make sure that both of my ends are even. I don't want one side to have a bunch of string and the other side to have a little bit of string. Now I'm trying to figure out how I want my bubblegum beads to be arranged, and I kind of played around with this a few times, but I finally decided on adding this clear one first, and I'm just taking both ends and threading it through, and I'm going to do that for each of these bubblegum beads. I think this is where you can get really creative and trying to figure out the design that you want, the beads that you want, what order you want your beads, what beads you want to use, because if you've looked up bubblegum beads, you know there's about 40,000 different types, kinds, colors, and so you can get really creative with this, which I think is really cool. So now I'm just going to pull my string really tight. This is an elastic string. Next, I'm going to take a circular link that came in one of my Keychain hardware packs, and I'm only going to thread one side through, not both sides of my elastic string, just one side. Now that I have the circular link through one part of my string, I'm just going to pull that elastic string really tight. I don't want any slack in my string because that's going to allow my beads to move up and down. If my ornament for some reason is upside down, then those beads are going to be able to move up and down, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to pull it really tight. Make sure that there's a lot of tension in my string, and yes, I kind of let it go right there, but I just wanted to make sure that I could get that tension. Now what I'm doing is just doing a regular knot. I'm going to loop it and then pull again. Pull that electric string, because what that's going to do is bring that circular link tight up against our gold bubblegum bead, and that's what we want. We're creating that tension by pulling the string. This is also going to allow our circular link to sit up straight so it's not flopped over, because when I give this to my customer, what I'm going to do is probably have a ribbon or one of those ornament hooks, you know, that you can put on your tree, and that way they can hang it onto their tree. So that's why I want that sticking up straight. So now what I'm doing is creating another loop, but I don't know if you saw that. On the first time, I took the string from the left, and this time I took the string from the right. Just creating two different knots, one on top of the other, and again, pulling tight. And you can see that there's a little bit of leeway, but there's a lot of tension in that also. So at this point, I was going to go ahead and cut the excess string off, and then something told me, no, why don't you create a few more knots in it just to make sure that that circular link is secure there. So if you watch here, I go ahead and pull the string that's on the left, pull it tight, and then this time I am looping it through and pulling the string that is on the right. And then I'm going to pull again. And at this point I was like, okay, I think that it might be on there pretty good now. So I'm going to cut the excess off because I don't need any more. And now I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get those two little spots up. And you'll see on the Santa one how I did that, because the way I did it on the little snow globe one, it was too difficult. I found an easier way. So I'll show you all that on the Santa one. So now let's go ahead and do Santa. It's really the same process, but I just wanted to show y'all again how I did it, and stay tuned because at the end I show you how I get rid of the excess elastic string after I cut it at the end. So here I just threaded through one end. I am making sure that both of my ends meet up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and thread my bubblegum beads. With this one, again, I kind of played around with it and put some beads and then decided I didn't like the way that looked. So like I said before, that's just the fun in it and just trying to figure out how you want to place your beads and what order and what beads you're going to use, because you can be really creative with that. See there, I was like, nope, I don't like the way that looks. I want my red and green to be separated and not right next to each other. So let's go ahead and throw in that silver bead in between. So like I said, you can be creative, mix and match, do it however you want to do it. This is what makes this yours, is the creativity and what you do for the design. So again, we're just going to take one side of our elastic string it through our circular link, and then we're going to go ahead and tie a knot, taking the string that's on the left side and pull it super duper tight, super duper. We want to create that tension so those beads can't move around. Then we're going to go ahead and do it again. We're going to create, oh wait, we didn't pull, did we? So I'm gonna create that tension again, because obviously it didn't take the first time. So then we're gonna go ahead and loop it through, tie another knot, and we're taking the string that is on our right side and looping it through and pulling. And that is where we created our tension, so those beads aren't moving around, up and down, anything like that. They're nice and secure now. So again, if you've noticed, I did 4 knots. We're gonna loop it again, take the string that was on the left side, pull, and then we're gonna go in for our last knot and take the string that is on the right side. And again, pull. I don't know if 4 knots are really necessary, but it made me feel better that it was nice and secure. So, like I said, it may be overkill, but I'd rather it be secure than not. Now we're just going to cut the excess off. And then right here, I'm going to show you how I got rid of it. So I guess I cut it a few times. It looks like the string kind of split a little bit, but we have those 4 knots, so hopefully it's secure. So basically, I just took my thumb and my index finger and pulled up on our circular link and made sure all of my string was together. And then I'm just going to thread it through the hole. And there we go. It's invisible. You can't see it. And if it pops out, you can just pull it again. Pull your circular link, gather it all together with one hand, and manipulate the elastic string until it is in the circle. There may be another way to disguise it, but that's what I came up with. If you have any suggestions, then go ahead and leave it in the comments, because your way might be a heck of a lot easier than my way, and I am open to suggestions. All right, guys, and here's our finished products. We have an adorable ballerina and nutcracker design with a clear pink and gold bubblegum beads, and also a vintage Santa with green, silver, and red bubblegum beads. I had so much fun making these. I felt like I could be really creative with it, from the glitter and the vinyl to the bubblegum beads and how I wanted them to be placed. It was a learning process on how I was going to get these to hang, but I think I have a good system. If you have any suggestions, leave it in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss another video from me. Have a great day, y'all, and a very Merry Christmas.